Hey folks, it's Lord Zorblat here. It's 5:30 in the morning, so I might seem a little bit, what's the word, uh, tired. Um, what I was going to say, lugubrious, but I think that means exaggeratedly sad. Lethargic. I may seem a little lethargic. Um, so, yeah, I'm just making some cool stuff, so I thought this would be a fun video. So I'm going to take this hexagon, so let's play it. So I'm making this world where you have all these decision points, and you're gonna have to say, oh, do I go here? Do I go here? And so I'm starting off with just a flat sheet of hexagons. Love this track. Love this track. My friend Kent made it. Hey, what happened? Did I mute it? Oh no, I have it so it turns it off during dev. Um, so I'm making this field of hexagons. We're gonna be like, oh, go this way, and you're gonna have to pick the right letter. So like, how do you spell? You gotta spell rat or something. Do I go this way or this way? Like that way's gonna be R, that way's gonna be A, that's gonna be T. And I've got the speed set on really fast here, so I don't know if I've completely got the mechanics dialed in. But I want it so that there's like, you don't have to. The problem in my games is people are like, I have no idea what to do. It's just like, it looks really pretty, but like, why am I here? So this is going to be, it's going to be really obvious what to do. There's not going to be like a way to jump off the edge and just be like, yeah, I'm just wandering around this world. So I'm going to make this cool world. So I made this and I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. But you run out of world pretty quickly. So let's make it bigger. And instead of, let's change our walk speed. You want to learn how to change your walk speed? Command Shift X, we'll type in humanoid, or as much of it as we need to. And if you go to humanoid, and then let's Command Shift P, and we'll type in walk. Walk speeds. Oh wow, we're at 30. That's amazing. So yeah, 16 is the normal walk speed, which drives me absolutely nuts when I'm developing. I can't do it. It's like you're in Jello. So apparently it's not respecting my walk speed because we're going at probably like 80. I wonder why. Maybe, oh, that's because I'm not doing the right one. So this is the humanoid that we need to change. So my walk speed is Command Shift P, walk speed is 80. So a lot of kids play, it depends. Like I have an audience of, I'm trying to teach kids how to read, so they don't have a real high walk speed sometimes because it's hard to walk fast in Roblox, bump into stuff. So this is like maybe a good speed, and it'll be like A, and you go, okay, A is over here. So for some reason I'm turning really erratically. So yeah, I think this sort of size works if you are walking at a speed of 30, but it also can be like fun if it's like a race and you're walking at a walk speed of like 80. So I've been kind of working on this over the last couple months, trying to figure out like what's a good layout where if you're not that good at navigating, it's fun, but if you're good at navigating, it's, you know, you can do it faster and it's still fun. So I'm going to make it so you can't fall in the water. I guess on these internal ones you can. And so you can just like sprint around. I digress. So let's get back to it. The way I make this is I lay out a bunch of like dummy parts, and then I have a script that says replace these dummy hexagons with my pretty hexagons, and replace these rods with bridges. And that way I can make the rods, you know, rods they'll adapt to any length, and then I make my script so the bridges adapt to any length. But as you can see, we need more of these. So let's take this whole thing and rotate it. So we're on this spinner, which I named water. Water. We got a lot of these spinners. I just duplicate the spinner all the time. So we got the spinner, and then where's all these parts? I think they're named like N0. So I should delete all the other parts in this project, but I'm kind of hanging on to them because they have like the pet thing that I built. Sorry, I'm taking the slow road to Grandma's house here. The better way to do what I'm doing is go to the top and work downward. So like this, much more efficient. It's all about using your time efficiently. You get more work done. All right, so let's take all these things and let's rotate them. And there's a couple ways to rotate them around a single point. One is to use this cool plugin called Build Tools FX3. Oh, I'll make a video about that. So I can hit rotate, and then I can hit R, and sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, look at that, boom. So I'm going to say rotate around that. The other way to do it, if you don't have that tool or if this isn't working for some reason, let's zoom out, is to use the spinner method, where you have a spinner plate. All right, so let's rotate this by an increment of probably 60 degrees. Oh, we have to Command C it. So copy it. No, Command D it to copy it. And now we'll rotate the copy. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Where are you going? Come back here. I have no idea why. Sometimes if you hit like Command S by accident, you start floating away into space. Like, how is that? Who is that useful to? All right, now I'm selected on the wrong part. So, all right. So we're gonna hit X, or is it R? R, and we're gonna rotate around that point. And oopsies, wrong axis. Oopsies, we forgot to Command D it. So Command Z that, Command D it. Mother. Alright, Command Z that. Let's get all these parts. Yeah, so if this video is not what you signed up for, you can bail out now, because I'm just doing stuff. Alright, so we're gonna go back to this tool. Alright, we're gonna Command D this. Copy. Now, good. Now we're gonna go back to this tool, and don't just like Google Build Tools by F3X and download the first one you see on the plugins page, because the plugins is just a swamp of viruses. So get a legitimate link to it from a forum, or put a comment here. Getting viruses is no fun. I know, I've gotten plenty of them. All right, so we're gonna rotate it around this X. Come on, hit R. All right, so yeah, okay. There we go. So is that the right amount? Or is that the right amount? Wow, the cat got scared. I think that's the right amount. And we're gonna end up with dupes. You can see that there's gonna be 4 of those that are repeated. So we could either carve them out before we rotate, or carve them out after, or just ignore it. These are all good questions. So let's just ignore it for now, because we might be going down the wrong path. All right, so we rotated it, Command D it. All right, we're not using this Build Tools thing anymore. We'll just use the spinner method. Okay, so we've got the stuff we want to rotate, and we'll just Command click on Water 1, which is the cylinder that's beneath these, and then we will use regular rotate, because that tool is great, but I just don't understand it that well. Ooh, looky, looky. So now we're spinning around that point. Command Z that. So we want to spin around this point here, which should be at the center of things. So yeah, again, if you were looking for like a short video on how to do something specific, you are not in the right place. So we're going to select all this stuff, and we're going to select water, and now we're going to rotate it. Oops. Command D it. So we copy the spinner there, who cares? Spinners are disposable. And now we're just, I think we were better off when we were rotating around that. Oh, right, yeah, so, yeah. Command Z. We want to rotate around this point. So that other tool is actually doing us a favor. So right now, this is the center of that. I should just start this video over again. Hey, so I turned off the video for a sec there to just so I could figure some stuff out. So you can see what I've done is I've sort of deleted some of my hexagons so that there is a center one, and I'm not going to get a bunch of repeats when I rotate things. I wish that it was easier for me to rotate things with that cool plugin, the F3X plugin, but I haven't quite mastered that yet. So now, anyways, now I'm going to select all my hexagons. And now this one, the one with the spawn, is actually in the center. I'm going to select my spinner, which is my water plate, and I am going to, you know what I should do? Before I do this, I'm going to Command G this. I'm going to group these ones, and then I'm going to select my water. Right, I'm going to group it, duplicate it, select my water, and now Command F4 and rotate it by, let's see. That is that 30 degrees? That's 30 degrees. What if I do it by 60? 60 will give me, ooh, that's funny looking. That's peculiar. So here's 0. That's 30. Okay, that's 30. So that's 60. That's kind of what I want. And then how many repeats are we getting? We're getting like 1, 2, 3. But since I'm prototyping, who cares if we get repeats? Yeah, I like that. So let's Command D that and rotate it. Again, Command D that and rotate it. And again, I'm deleting the spinner. Oops. Wrong direction. That would be cool. I gotta mess with moving in different dimensions. But Command D that. I'm duplicating my spinner, but it doesn't matter. It's just a spinner. All right, that's pretty cool. You know what else would be cool? You know what would be a lot cooler is if there was a little island over here. So let's try that. So this one probably could rotate out there. Let's just do this. We'll Command. Let's take one of them. We'll Command D it. Select the spinner. And let's rotate it like 30 degrees and see what happens. Yeah, that's cool. And then most of these we will want to delete, except for there's like a little hexagon island we can have out there. Do we really need that? No, but who cares? It's cool. Alright, so let's go into this model here and figure out which ones we don't need. Let's go delete. Probably need that one. Let's do this. So maybe we'll start at the bottom. Delete. 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 If I, whoopsies. You know, if I really cared about this video, I could like splice, trim it down and make it like a really efficient video. But who's got the time for that, right? You guys want this information. I don't have time to edit videos, so you get the unedited mess of what really happens. And you know, if you got the time to watch these, I'd watch them on like fast speed or something. But you can pick up like a lot of little tips and tricks from just the stuff that I've learned along the way. That's just to me like a normal like little method of doing something. So here we have the snowflake. So are all these ones in the snowflake? 1, 2, so 6 plus 1, 1, 2, 3. So okay, so now we'll call this one flake. You always name stuff. Doesn't matter what the name is. Or sometimes name stuff. All right, so let's Command D this. We'll select it with the water, and then we'll Command for this, and we'll just put one over here. just to see if they're cool, and if not, we'll trash it. Yeah, now let's play this thing. Let's play this thing, and then that'll be the end of this video, because I just wanted to show you like how fun it is to just think up like cool ideas and do them. It's fun to like just sort of like explore, you know, what can you do if you rotate this, or, you know, now that I'm working with hexagons, how does that impact like, you know, making more of this? You can't do it on just the XY coordinate system. You know, you got to think about like how hexagons form patterns together. All right, so what we need to do, oh, this is looking pretty cool. And you can see it's taking a sec to fill it in. So I'm thinking maybe, maybe this is too tight. And I'm also thinking maybe we should wrap this around like a sphere. And we definitely got to change the height of things. So I said I was going to end this video, but it's only been 16 minutes. And if you're watching this on like 2x speed, that's not that bad. All right, so you're running around here, you're making all these decisions, but I really want to raise things up so you're like leaping and jumping. My favorite thing in Roblox is when you do a big jump, because it actually scares me. There's something in my brain when it's like I grew up, you know, jumping off bridges and jumping out of trees, and yeah, that acceleration that you get when you're falling, where you're suddenly falling faster and faster and faster. In Roblox, that still makes me scared. So let's do that. So let's take this one. This is the center one, and we'll move it up. Like 32 is a good increment for moving this. So let's. And now you're going to see why I do this thing with rods, because, all right, so let's count how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them to get out to the edge. So let's move this thing up 7 or 6. Let's move it up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this just got cooler, because I didn't realize there's copies and stuff here. So the ones underneath are going to make bridges too. And then let's pick the next ring. So this ring will include this one. Oh, this is going to get weird. Ooh, I'm just like curious what's going to happen with all these different bridges. Kind of want to just run this right now. Let's pick this. All right, let's pick that one up. And then this one here will pick up 6. We'll just see if 32 is a good drop. Probably not enough. So we'll just go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get a side shot of this thing. F it. Alright, so that's the drop. Now that's not steep enough. And so look at all these other bridges that are sort of incidentally being made. Alright, so I don't think that drops enough, but who cares? So where does that one connect to? That one connects to, well, I guess we can see where it connects because there's a bridge. So actually, I'm going to delete that one. Boop. This one here is already connected with its bridge, so let's jump this up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, we got so many of these repeats, so let's delete that one. Let's just click on them until we find the one that is actually still wired up with the rods. Let's jump this up 6. Boom, there's the one. Alright. Is that 6? Who cares? We'll jump this one up 6. And ooh, this is going to be so interesting. So let's just put a new bridge. Let's kill this bridge. I gotta make it so you can have a bridge coming up from the bottom that like allows, it doesn't interfere with the other bridge. So let's connect this to this. Are those the right ones? I think that's 16. Alright, so this one is too high. So I'm just, basically what I'm doing now is trying to figure out like, if this spacing works, like on the horizontal plane, What spacing do I want to use for the drops? Boom. That's probably not going to be good enough. Let's try this. And let's look at it from the top. Oh, that didn't help. Oh, okay, so I didn't hook up the right ones there. So let's hook up, let's make a rod, and we'll hook up this little thingy and this little thingy. And we'll make that rod fat. It doesn't matter how fat the rod is, it's just like, you can't see them. So it's like, wait, did I wire those up? It's like walking into a spider web. No, it's not. Let's look at this from the side, using my cube of enlightenment. All right, so I bet that's a good drop. I bet that's a good drop. Where you're like, ah, you get that that feeling, that adrenaline, like I'm gonna die. I get that in dreams, and where I'm just like falling, and it's like it's acceleration. You're just like it just gets worse and worse. All right, put the spawn up here. All right, let's run this thing, and then we definitely got to end this video. There's the music. I'm gonna leave the music on in my next video. All right, give it some time to build all the terrain. Well, that didn't work out very well. Oh, I'm gonna make a little bit of code. You don't understand. All right, put a teleporter in here, Hill. All right, so I guess we could just run back up. So these bridges, the way I made them is that it doesn't, the rod doesn't just connect. Come on, you can't run up that. The rod doesn't just build a bridge. It builds like a bridge that's composed of like a horizontal part and then two like little diagonal sections. Although it built this one wrong. Yeah, I've been messing with my bridge algorithm. It's all wonky. Alright, I guess I have to restart. Reset. Yeah, so this is what it's like. This is my world. This is why I never get anything done, because I'm always making weird, complicated stuff. And people are like, games don't make any sense. And they're right. They're just, it's like, hey, I thought I was running that. It's like, this is my sketchbook. Like, if you ever, like, you're on the bus, the school bus or whatever, they still have that. And you've just got your sketchbook that you're always, like, drawing pictures in. This is that. This is not the finished product. This is just, like, me letting my brain, say, what if? What if you do this? That would be cool. That's where I think a lot of, like, the true genius comes from. It's just, like, messing around with stuff. And 90% of it, don't fall. Let's change my run speed here. So you do humanoid. Let's get the right one. And change my run speed to something more walkery. Something where I won't fall off the edge. But I think that's like where a lot of the true magic comes from, is you just explore, and then 90% of it is garbage. And then one little thing, you're like, oh wow, that is really clever. Alright, so boom. 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 Yeah, this is cool. I like little drops. So I don't think these drops are quite big enough. But it's kind of what I was hoping for. It's like just you can see the landscape ahead of you, and you constantly make decisions. You're like, oh, do I go for the A? Yeah, I got the A. Bing. And you go over here and you're like, oh, I got the T. Oh, I spelled cat. Yay. Oh, look, a gem. Look, oh, go through this one. This is the unicorn one. So it's almost like one of those like games that they make to trick like toddlers out of their money, where you just like hit the space bar over and over, and it makes you do complicated things. Yeah, I'm starting to like this. This is good, except for, wow, I messed up my bridge algorithm. But that's cool. Come on, how come you can't climb that? Come on. I thought I could climb an 89-degree slope. And what good are those wings if you can't fly? Where's my jetpack? All right, thanks for watching. If you like these videos, these long rambling videos where I just make stuff, leave a comment.